that brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Antlers of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Orbits of Chicago. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up. When you look at this defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Off play action. Hayes. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Operating from the gun. Hayes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hayes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, 2 in the New York area. And now 2 teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Middleton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hayes. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Hayes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Riley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. LaQuint Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Antlers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now. And that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gardner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. Don't let them dink and dunk all day long.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that to the 30, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run with Allen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Here's Allen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Hayes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Rio de Janeiro 1st down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Past the 20. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now a toss play. Allen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Hayes. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On 4th down, Hayes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Antlers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Check out.
Off the play fake. Middleton. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Middleton. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Number 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 4.
And it's complete to Martin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Middleton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Brings up 3rd
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
A gain of 14.
Off the play fake. Hayes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's another.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
A gain of 14. First down, Antlers.
They run the draw play. Allen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, Middleton over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He finds his man complete. That's Steele. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action. Middleton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Orbits get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
Makes the score Antlers.
That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw. Hayes. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Oh, nice move. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
First and 10.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, here's Steele. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Off the play fake. Middleton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the deep.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now issues here on the snap. It is away, but he did not get all of it. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Hayes can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Hayes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Rio.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brought down by Willie Gay. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Hayes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a carry for Allen. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
7-yard line.
Walker, the tight end, in motion. Here's a 2nd and 7. Walker with a grab, left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Allen. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Middleton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good for Rio. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He finds his man, complete. It's Riley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Hayes. He finds his man, complete. It's Riley. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Antlers.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Off the play fake, Hayes. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hayes. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hayes. Allen on the screen. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. LaQuint Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Antlers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This complete to Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Middleton. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 24 more yards.
Now they'll shift things around.
Another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And Martin's got it complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go now. Count 180.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Orbits have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Little underneath throw into the hands of Walker. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Shoves him away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allen. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Antlers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Orbits 16.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was to the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Middleton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Back to throw. Middleton. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Middleton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Person. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Rio, they're into the win column now as they move to